My friends over at Leapwing recently sent me a new plugin called StageOne, and it could be loosely called a widening plugin, but it does so much more. There's no better morning than when I wake up knowing I have a new plugin waiting for me at the studio. And well, you know what? It's even better when that plugin turns out to have new features and do things that some of my old plugins don't have, and such is the case with StageOne by Leapwing. I'm going to show it to you on a song by Naboo called Come Over. I've used this song a couple of times because it's one of my favorite mixes I've done. Here's the song. So you can tell right away that this song has a vibe, and Joy Masari, the producer, and Naboo and myself, we worked really hard to get this vibe. And the plugin that would take all the music and enhance the vibe that was contributing to the project needed to do a lot. And when I got this by Leapwing, I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Let me share it with you. So this is what it looks like. Now check this out. What makes it unique is several things, but let's just go left to right. This is your classic width knob. I tend to like it up here a lot. Now, this determines the frequencies below which the widening won't occur. And for this, we're doing all the music. For this seemed to be a good spot to where, listen to it in the track when you're working with something like this, and there'll be a moment where the song just kind of jumps out at you more. I don't know how to describe it, because you might not think it, but usually in your music tracks, there's a lot of low-end information that can conflict and create problems with the bass and the kick. Now, to me, this is the money right here, this middle section. What this depth knob does is it's an algorithm that I haven't seen anybody else quite like this create. This allows you to psychoacoustically move the information that the plugin is converting back in the mix. So I'll give you some examples. Let me keep going through it. And this is a tilt EQ. So whatever this is doing, you can emphasize the lower frequencies by tilting down, and then high frequencies by tilting up. You know, here's a high shelf up, high shelf down. And by the way, the original signal is not affected by this. So you're not really altering your original sound. This is somewhat in parallel to it. I guess you could consider that. Now this mono spread, I don't think I've seen anybody do this either. Like we've got a lot of information in the music, coming out of the music aux, and sometimes there's some mono information. Now when you go to spread that aux, what happens to that mono information? A lot of times, in fact 90% of the time, nothing really. In fact, nothing spectacular. So what this allows you to do is treat just the mono part. And so let's say you widen the mono part, but you want a little more to the right in the mix, which is what I wanted here, or a little more left here. So a lot of things are going on. Let's take it for a spin. Let me show you what we're doing. Well, let me do an A-B. I told you, it's pretty impressive, huh? So let's exaggerate some things that might allow us to hear the controls a little better, you know. So here we go. Width. See how it's so musical. And then let's say we want to just do the mid-range. That's not bad, is it? Now let's see if we can put it back in the mix. Here's in the front. Watch this. This is really cool. Here it go back to the back of the mix. I hope you have headphones or buds on. Why would you want to step back in the mix? Well, you want your vocal to be the star, right? And the vocal's usually in the middle. And so you want things to not conflict with that performance that the singer is contributing. And that's the most important part of the mix, truly. And the drums important. But most of the music parts can sit behind those things. And so this psychoacoustically creates that. I mean, watch. I think that's so cool. And then we can take some of the low end out, which is what I would think is what I think sounds better. That's more of a pop sound. Let's go a little darker. Ooh, we're down that Sade range now, and there's some mono elements. Let's play with those. Watch me pan it right. Hear it? Left. I like it slightly right. And there you have it, stage one from Leapwing. And remember, it's StageOne, not stage the number one. Man, kudos to the guys over there. This is really, really, really a groundbreaking plug-in and something that I'm going to use a lot. I think also too, gosh, you know, the depth, I think I can find myself using just this section on some things, just this section or just these two. It's not an all or nothing with this plugin. Really well done. Check it out, put some comments below, give some compliments to the manufacturer, a couple for me too. We'll see you next week.